Recording live from somewhere. It's the world's famous TITT. It's home team in the motherfucking house.
No question.
Of course, it is Vod, and I am who? I'm here with who? State your name, gangsta.
Oh, you already know, man. This Philmatic 365, aka Playoff Ready.
That's right.
Playoff King in this job.
Phil, we got a special guest with us tonight, man. Let the people know who we got on the line with us.
You already know, man. When we started this, man, we told you it was for the home of the MC, and that we didn't care if it was somebody that had 5 mics or 1 million records sold, or somebody that was up and coming and hungry and just wanted it more than the rest of them. So a few years ago, man, we get this email, yo, I'm trying to get on. I got some heat. Like, oh yeah, you know, we get a bunch of emails. So we like, okay, whatever. Then we hear the music. And the music, it is all right. So he's like, yo, this dude must have been grinding for years. He been 10, 12 years in, because he sound like somebody that we grew up with.
Right.
Kids 20 years old. I'm like, nah, can't be. So I talked to him. He is 20 years old, and his brother is 19.
Yeah.
So now we got a 19 and a 20-year-old kid making boom bap music, and just built the relationship off that. Been talking to him. Tell, yo, you working? Yeah, I'm working. Where the music at? Oh, it's coming. Finally, the music is here. But I told him we can't come back till we got the music. The music's here. It's fucking fire. Without further ado, my little big brother, King Shampz, back in the building. What the fuck is up, my guy?
Oh man, that's the best intro ever, man. I feel wavy, wavy and appreciate it. Like, nah, man, we working, man.
Nah,
we working.
That's what we like to hear, man. You know.
I'm grinding, man. I'm working on the tape of the year right now, man. You know, we ain't playing no fucking games.
That's what I've been hearing, man. I've been hearing you got that the best thing out, man.
Yeah, the wave is coming. The wave is coming. I'm telling you, man. It's no game. I'm excited about this project, man. I'm excited about it. You know, I feel like it's our best work we're working on to date, not only from a lyric standpoint, but from a production standpoint as well. So, you know, I'm hyped, man. I'm like, yo, I'm hearing a lot of chit chatter. You know, maybe he going in a different direction. Maybe he doing this, maybe doing this, that. Listen, man, I'm getting fucking dope about a day. I am fine wine, a good bottle of it. You dig me?
I seen you in the gym, man. You getting ready like you about to like you Rocky. You hitting the heavy bag.
Oh man, listen. I'm doing all that. Do not get it fucked up. I talk about a lot of guns, but I'll beat you the fuck up too. It's a guarantee. It's a guarantee. Like this is not just like something regular that we do. Like, yeah, I mean, like we just talk about the gas, we got this, we got that. Nah, like I'm nice with them hands too. You get a 3-piece and a biscuit real quick, Crip.
Yo, we got King Shampz in the building. This is Tissue to Tape. We gonna get all into the new project, the new music, everything you got coming up. But first, we gotta talk about the goings that's going on this week. So Vibe, what you? I know you did a lot of internet digging.
Yeah.
Besides all these dusty elbows that we got showing out in these 80-degree weather.
Yeah.
What else we got going on in the world, brother?
So before we get into that, of course, I want to give a shout out to War Room Sports Podcast Network.
Yes.
The War Room is on from 6 to 8 on Thursday. WRSPN.com is where you can check them out, as well as the Burton's John Appetit. Be sure to check them out as well. War Room Sports Podcast Network, where we also are featured as well. And also tallyandtwine.com.
Yes,
be sure to go there and check out the timepieces that are there. Be sure to cop. We got Mother's Day coming up. We got Father's Day coming up. We got graduations coming up. We got Hey Boo, I'm sorry. Coming up. All types of stuff for all arrangements. So please get your fine timepieces at tallyandtwine.com. Use the promo code TITT, get 10% off. make sure that you tell Randy and the good people over there that the heat holder sent y'all.
Absolutely.
So yeah, now let's get into the shits right now, because this is how I'm feeling right now, man. America,
the vibe using expletives, so you know it's real.
America got me feeling some type of way right now, and I'm glad that we got King Shampz on the line, because he is someone that is very opinionated. So I want to actually start out with the kind of the more flammable material first, and then we'll get into some more fun.
Ooh. So I like this. I had to set up for that.
Listen, man, yo, it's real now. You know, I'm on the line with you two brothers, you know, two native Philadelphians. Shampz, you're currently in the city. You know, Phil, of course, born and raised there. And, you know, with me, large part of my life, I spent there, either going there, living there. My wife was from there. So, you know, it's my second home. It's my second home. You know, I love everything about the city, and, you know, I hate a lot of things about the city.
Definitely.
One of the things,
the same way.
one of the things that came out, of course, that made national news, of course, was Starbucks. And you know, for those that don't know, there were two you know, young black men waiting to have a meeting. They're waiting for their cohort to meet them there. And this is at the one at 18 in Spruce, you know, near Center City, kind of getting towards south a little bit. But you know, let's just talk
nice
about that.
Nice little racist area.
Absolutely.
They showed it.
Let's talk about it a little bit, gentlemen. The story basically was that the video camera caught these gentlemen basically being apprehended as if they had done something wrong. One had basically tried to you know, use the bathroom, and the manager that was there called the police on them. Said that they weren't purchasing anything, they were loitering.
Like every other motherfucker that ever been to Starbucks ever.
That's like the business model for the
one out of the 10 people have actually purchased something, and the other ones is using free Wi-Fi. So
facts.
That's what we think that.
So Phil, I'm gonna start with you, man. I just wanted to start with, have you ever been in a situation where someone like has put you in that situation where you have to keep your cool? Because those dudes were definitely cooler than I might have been, man. They were super cool compared to how I might have been.
Definitely cooler than I would have been. I'm sure you might have seen my my little moment that I had, my last incident at Home Depot.
The Home Depot, yeah.
Oh well, for those that don't,
I saw that, y'all.
Yeah, but for those that don't know, Home Depot. I'm buying. I have a home, and I'm buying supplies for the yard. Buying a rake, and so I'm in there. I'm looking at which one I want to get. Like, I mean, who the fuck shops for rakes? So I'm holding one. I have a neon green shirt on. I have headphones on. I have a Phillies hat on, possibly the same one I'm wearing now. And the lady doesn't say excuse me or anything. She just walked up to me and demands to know where flooring is or whatever it was. So, you know, nothing about me said that I worked there. She just assumed that I was. And had she even asked, I would have been like, oh, no, excuse me, ma'am, I don't work here. But she was super impatient. I could have been helping a customer for all she knew if I really did work there. Right. Just interrupted, and you know, so I being that everything is hip hop, I told her yeah, flooring's up the block and down the street from where the pimps, prostitutes, and the drug lords meet. And she kind of was taking me back. She was kind of taken back, and I was like, yeah. And then I just walked away, and because I was trying not to laugh, and I just walked away. But that was something light. What happened to these gentlemen was not light at all, because anytime you get the cops involved, specifically the cops from Philadelphia, things can go definitely left, and they almost did. Thank God they didn't for those brothers. And you know, it's just sad, man, that it comes to that like they can't even be a patron in Starbucks without being harassed. They didn't do anything, and even after they were, the cops were called, they didn't wild out, they didn't yell, they didn't, all the things that they would have been justified in doing given the situation. They handled it with the utmost respect, and it's just a horrible situation, and Starbucks is going to pay for it out the ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Shampz, so here we are with that, and on May 29th, they're scheduled to actually close 800 of their company-owned stores so that they can have a day of sensitivity training. What do you think about it? May 29th, people won't be able to go to Starbucks because they're going to be having sensitivity training. Is that too little, too late? What do you think?
I mean, this is the whole thing about it, man. And y'all are definitely older than me, and y'all know what's up. 1964, we finally became first-class citizens in this country. You know what I mean? So not too much has changed since then. You gotta think that's a couple of years ago, really, really. You know what I mean? In the scheme of things. So that's number one. Number two, everybody knows how racist cops is, period, but especially Philly cops. You know what I mean? And then the thing is, what we got to do as black folks as well is we cannot think that we fit into the white man society, because we don't. It's obvious we don't. So the thing is, you got to come in here and play by a certain number of rules. Every white person that comes into Starbucks, I've went into Starbucks myself and saw the motherfuckers sitting there using Wi-Fi from early in the morning to late at night, don't get ass shit. But if a black man comes in there, especially a black man coming into this place, oh yeah, you better buy a little what's it called? Fucking scone, nigga. You better get a scone. You better get a scone. It's a guarantee, because the thing is, you're going to be harassed. You're going to be harassed. You cannot sit there. The rules that apply to white people don't apply to us.
Right.
They never will. And the thing is, we have to get out of the mindset of being like, oh, well, Bob and Sarah can do it. Raheem and Rashana can do it. I mean, we just became first-class citizens in 1964. Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and these guys had to die for us to become first-class fucking citizens. So what do you think if you black coming in there dressed with a certain kind of coat? We all from Philly. We all wear hoodies. We all wear black. I got black knit hat on now. We all dress like this. We all dress like this. So if we're going into a store or establishment like that, we got to play by certain rules. We have to. They could have still had suits on and still been treated that way.
Absolutely.
I remember RZA was saying some shit. He was like, oh, y'all got to go on ahead and, get dressed a little bit. And RZA's a legend. I was like, nigga, fuck out of here. I can tell you ain't been in the hood in a while. Because guess what? Martin Luther King and them niggas had suits on. It was getting their asses beat.
Yeah, they died.
They was dressed in suits. They died with suits.
Died with suits.
You know what I mean? So that doesn't mean anything in the scheme of things, but we have to get out of that mindset that things is going to be fair for us. They're never going to be fair for us. We have to make things fair for us.
Right.
We have to continue to fight, you know what I mean, and continue to push. So yeah, it's definitely crazy. But you'll get that service anywhere. Right. It doesn't matter whether you're in Virginia, whether you're in North Carolina, whether you're in Philly, whether you're in DC, whether you're in Compton. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. No,
if you're a black man going into the place, if you're a black man going into the place of business where white people are running it, come on, man. You already know what it is. As soon as you come in here, the eyes is automatically on you anyway. So get your fucking scone, your little bagel with chives, and get your cup and sit your ass down and wait. Yeah. For whoever you waiting for. My mom told me that from a little boy. My dad told me that from a little boy. Listen, you go into these establishments, you got to blend in. You can't stand around, because guess what they're going to ask you quick? Can I help you? Right. Are you waiting for someone? This, that, and the third. You're automatically being racist to me as soon as I enter into this establishment. So we got to get to that point. We got to say, hey, we not white. I mean, I don't know how many times we have to get shot by cops, arrested. You see what Meek's going through in Philly.
Right.
This justice system is crazy. I went through the same shit in the Philadelphia justice system, so I know what it is firsthand. Going to court, getting up, doing this, doing that. You know what I mean? Over a whole bunch of bullshit. And if a white boy do the same shit I'm doing, he getting probation. I got to fight damn near 3 or 4 years to get probation. Yeah. He goes in there his first time and gets probation off the rip. So you have to remember that. Like I said, Philly's a racist city. We had fucking Frank Rizzo was a mayor, man. Like, You know, and I wasn't born, but from everybody telling me, I mean, he wasn't running this shit like Kumbaya.
I was, and you are absolutely correct.
And, I mean, he's got a statue, so that tells you all you need to know right there.
Come on, man. Come on. He got a statue though.
Yeah.
This motherfucker.
He was the mayor. He was the mayor multiple times, and he was the chief of police when Move happened, when they blew up the houses on Osage Avenue.
So, I'm from West Philly.
Yeah. So you already know. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and speaking of Meek,
how do you bomb?
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, I'm just like, how do you bomb a fucking neighborhood? You bomb it?
You bomb
with people in it?
You bomb a neighborhood when you don't care about the people that's in it, and you don't value the people as human. That's how you.
I bet you this: if you'd have tried that shit in South Philly, a bunch of 100,000 Italians would have ran that shit. Like they did that shit in no South or Northeast.
They wouldn't even
do it in Roxborough.
They would have never even attempted. But
they're not going to do that.
But that just goes to show you, like one of the next things we were going to talk about was the justice system in Philadelphia with Meek Mill. His lawyer is scheduled to be on the Breakfast Club. By the time you guys hear this, it would have already happened. But VOD.
So my question to you, gentlemen, just because we're just trying to just get through this news, like, is there anything that needs to be said from this judge at this point, just from what we know about this case? Someone brought up the point that she's a woman of color, she's a black woman. She was somewhat reputable prior to this case, and just the way that she's treated it. But where we stand right now, is it just her? Like, do you think that she is just exercising her power, or do you think there's somebody behind her and she's kind of being puppeteered to be so unfair and unruly?
It feels way too personal, yo. It feels like somebody close to her, maybe Meek indirectly did something to somebody that's important or close to her, because this seems like a vendetta, like a grudge.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know if maybe he did something to her directly, or skeeted out one of her sisters. I don't know. Like, it's something happened where she will not let this go.
Yeah.
And I think the people that are above her, they're like, we'll use her to take it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So be it.
And it's out of our hands, because we can be like, look, that's her decision. So right. I think it's both, but it feels definitely personal.
What do you think, Shampz?
I mean, you know what the thing is? I definitely agree it is personal. And see, this is the thing you got to remember too. By me going through the Philadelphia justice system and doing all that crazy shit with guns and all this and the third, like, I know firsthand how them judges act down there.
Right.
It's a ridiculous circus shit show every fucking time you step up in the building. So it's an unfortunate situation, and it is personal. And I'm gonna tell you my theory on it. It's like this, man. And I'm about to say some crazy shit, but I highly doubt that y'all disagree with me. It's unfortunate that the Willie Lynch theory has worked on us so well that in a lot of cases you'll see the black woman not respecting the black man and vice versa. So what you're seeing now is a bitter black woman against a black man situation, where she may have felt that she was disrespected, so now I'ma just be like, whatever. It's almost like some bitter baby mama drama type shit.
That's how it feels.
It definitely feels like that.
You stop fucking with the baby mom, and now she like, well, nigga, you can't see your son then. Like, this shit ain't got shit nothing to do with my son or my daughter or whatever the situation may be. And I feel like that's how she's handling it. Right. She's handling it on some better baby mama shit, where it's like, I told this nigga, don't go here. He did this, he did that. But the thing is, on some shit, and I'll take it a step further, it's like when we sit up there and grow up. Let your mom tell you, take the garbage out and wash the dishes a couple of times. She ain't cooking. She just not
gonna cook. like it's going to be a wrap. Me and my brothers had many a Captain Crunch night. Just off the fucking strength, like, yo, I told you 3 or 4 times. You acting like you ain't hear me, so now you going to hear me. And I don't care how you feel about it. And I feel like that's how the situation's getting handled. It's definitely personal.
Yeah.
It's definitely personal.
I just feel like, you know, obviously there's other things that she should be doing with her time other than devoting so much time and energy to this. And
man, she being a Tyler Perry character right now.
Straight up.
Oh man,
up, definitely.
She drawing.
The definition.
And it's real killers in the city for sure that she should be overseeing and making sure that
this nigga's walking around right now with 40 fucking bodies.
Yeah.
Easy.
And she worried about it.
Ain't even no joke.
Yeah.
And she worried
but
about
she wanted a shout out on a song. I know. But listen, if y'all remember in news, they were saying like she wanted like a shout out on a song. Like she wanted a shout out. So you know what I'd have did? I'd have went on ahead and got the Boys the Men joint, and I'd have just trolled her. It'd have been like, Mama. We'd have been singing that. And I'd have just been rocking with it. And I said, you know, and if I'm Meek, you know, Judge Reynolds, leave me alone. You know, like shit, there's your shout out. You wanted your shout out, there's your shout out. Like, the fuck? Like, and I remember reading that. So it's like, it seemed authentic. Like,
no, it's real. Like,
it's personal.
Recently, Nicki Minaj corroborated the story recently. And then also in the recent Rolling Stone, they did a 5-page article on just everything that he's been going through. Yeah. It was also mentioned in there that she asked for him to remake Down on Bended Knee.
Yo, that's insane.
Yo, like, Boys the Men song.
Yeah, and
Boys the Men song.
And you know, dedicate that to her. So I mean, there's been talks that she's been affiliated with Charlie Mack at some point. You know, he originally was the one that kind of
discovered me. Yeah.
So it's a whole mess.
What, you want a manager's fee?
Right. It
felt like that. Like she wanted points off his deal or something.
Yeah, it just seems like it. But ultimately, he said, man, as soon as he can get his name cleared and get free, he's going to Atlanta. So
yeah, I mean, let's just get out of Philadelphia.
Yeah, let's just start.
Listen. He don't need to go nowhere. And excuse my French. He doesn't need to go anywhere niggers are at. He needs to go to like Wyoming.
Yeah, with the ER, yo.
We just talking about Wyoming.
He needs to go to like Wyoming.
Wyoming don't exist.
Just go to Wyoming. Yo, go get your ass out of here. Because this is the thing: when you're at a certain point, you got to be mature enough to handle the situation. Yo, you know what I'm saying? You can't hang around the same dudes.
Yo, man, you ever see his timeline on social media? It's full of ERs all day long. Man. He got to get out the city. You're absolutely right, yo. Yeah. It's far away.
After a while, you can't do that.
That's where he needs to go.
No doubt. So speaking of justice and injustice, Adidas said that they want to sign Colin Kaepernick if he plays in the NFL this season. But Phil and I are like, I mean, first of all, it's like Adidas. It's like, whatever. But why does he have to play?
If you want to sign him, sign him.
Like, who does Kanye play for, though? Who does Kanye play for?
Exactly.
But you got to know, at the end of the day, life is a popularity contest. That's all this is. It's a popularity contest.
True.
It doesn't matter, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like in the hood, unfortunately. You have a lot of guys going around telling on people, right?
Yeah.
They tell on their mama, the sister, the brother, aunts, and uncles. Let him be popular, though.
Yeah.
If he's popular, he can last. He's good. He has a pass. If so-and-so and so-and-so do it down the block that everybody ain't go to high school with, or he wasn't booked with my brother, or he don't know Shay and them, then it's a whole nother dynamic.
Yeah.
Yo, he's not as popular as a Kanye. He not.
But the thing is,
you know what I mean?
If they really wanted to, because this is really just to I think personally get at Nike. So, because Nike is the uniform, the official uniform provider for the NFL. So he couldn't wear Adidas on the field anyway. But if you really wanted to get at them, sign them anyway. You know what I mean? He would bring so much notoriety.
What you mean he couldn't wear Adidas on the field? What you mean?
Because Nike supplies all the they supply the uniforms.
Yeah, shit. Yeah.
I think.
But I mean, as far as the cleats though,
the cleats doesn't matter, right? They can wear whatever cleats, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just think if Adidas is really trying to make a stand, I don't think they want those problems though from all the. Oh, do racists wear Adidas?
Well, it's a German company, so I mean, like, I mean, it's like right at home.
I just don't see a whole lot of right wingers or Confederate.
What shoe did they said they wore? What was it? Asics?
Yeah,
it was either Asics was like no. Asics like, we don't want that.
I don't want no track ass shoes, cuz.
Yeah. Ace is like, no, we don't want that. We don't want that endorsement.
Is it official shoe of the Tiki Torch rallies?
Yeah, yo,
shit.
Yeah, because they like somebody said because they was made in America.
Oh man, whatever.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I think that it would be it would be a great move for Adidas to sign someone like him. And I mean, to bring light to some of the causes that he's doing, they're trying to get more, notoriety in certain neighborhoods and certain people.
And sneakers are about lifestyle. Like the sneakers that people wear on the court aren't the ones that sell out and people wait in line for.
Right.
So if sneakers are more a lifestyle brand, dude has a platform. If you sign them and they could really, I mean, their whole goal is to dig into market share of Jordan brand in Nike as a company. What better way than to do somebody that
that's true.
You're already the counterculture brand. You're already the brand of the youth, so to speak. Fuck it, get it.
Yeah, I'd be interested.
It's good business.
Yeah, I mean, because the people that are buying their product are the people that are in large part on his side. I mean, the people out there that got you your market share are the same people that would support Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah,
Right.
And they could also say that 10% of the proceeds go towards this cause, that cause.
If Nike was smart, they would have never.
Yeah,
And I never knew they actually let him go. That's something I didn't hear that. I mean, he never came out and said they let him go. They never said it. I mean, so I guess they're maybe Adidas is which would think, because as far as the last time I checked, which was about I guess about 6 months ago, he was still listed as a Nike athlete.
Okay.
So,
well, they probably did that off the strength as soon as he wasn't playing no more, And then this is the thing, like I said, it goes back to the popularity contest. Like Michael Jordan is going to have that shoe because he's fucking Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just like certain people just get that privilege. You know what I'm saying? Whereas, like I said, it comes back to being a popularity contest. You know what I mean? Once he kind of lost his job or whatever the case may be, all kinds of shit just kind of started going downhill for him. So, they was just like, well, shit, nigga, you're a second string, third string now,
Here's another thing both of those companies should be looking at. He's already been advanced over $1 million for a book deal. So the book is coming. So that's going to put him right back in the spotlight. That means he's going to have to start promoting the book. He's going to be on TV. On everybody's talk show. They've been trying to get him anyway, and he's just been chilling. So once this book is actually done,
I totally agree.
Then that's a way to get into people's homes. And if he goes on CNN, mad people are going to watch it, and he's wearing that those 3 stripes or that swoosh. I mean, there's going to be some people that feel some type of way about it, but there's going to be a whole another segment of people that like, yo, I'm rocking with them because they support
the people that are going to feel some type of way about it. They don't buy sneakers.
They don't buy sneakers. Exactly.
It don't matter.
Yeah, who gives a fuck? Like,
Shampz, I wanted to ask you, man. What do you think with all the boycotting and all the, kind of people putting the viewership of the NFL to the side? Do you think that's going to subside this year, or do you think people are going to make it year 2 or year 3 of them not watching the NFL this upcoming season?
You know what? I'm gonna be very honest with you. A lot of the different people that were saying they were boycotting was watching the fucking game.
Oh, yeah.
Being real. Let's be real. You know what I mean? People can sit up there and say that, because I saw a lot of niggas on Facebook and Instagram, because everything is a popularity contest and everything is to say how woke you are or how much you know, and niggas really don't know shit. They more sleep than anything. Right. So it is what it is. But I don't know. I don't think it's going to affect it at all. I mean, unfortunately, because the thing is, everybody loves football. And I've never seen one player really dictate the pace in football like a Michael Jordan did in basketball. You know what I'm saying? You can't really name like that kind of polarizing figure. You had a lot of great players, but you never had that one player that was like, oh, he can transcend the world in football. You know what I'm saying? Number one. And then, like I said, them niggas was lying, man. I don't get fed. I don't even feed into that bullshit because y'all took pictures.
You saw the parade, come on.
Everybody was down there, but everybody was saying Kaepernick. We gonna stand behind the brother. We gonna do this at third, nigga. Please, you wasn't standing behind shit, but the line to get your beers to go watch the game. That's the line you were standing in.
Look, they was like, all right, I ain't gonna watch this Falcons game. They was like, ooh, I might have to watch this Vikings game. And then by the time the Super Bowl came around, they was like, man, I thought I'd never see this in my lifetime. I ain't
niggas had Super Bowl parties.
Right.
The same niggas y'all see on Instagram that was talking all this yang bullshit was having Super Bowl parties. Yeah. I wish I could screenshot every nigga that said that shit. Because I guarantee you,
I know a few
numbers.
I know a few.
We all know a few of them. Talking about we gonna stand with Cap. We just stand a third. How all y'all Eagles fans done? How y'all know what's going on? Y'all ain't watching the games. How you don't know? Like y'all not watching the games. Come on now. But y'all standing here for Kaepernick and all this, and the third. Like, come on, now. Stop lying. We're
gonna switch gears a little bit. We definitely talked about some serious things, but we got to take advantage of the fact that we got you on the line, and we know you're a Cowboys fan.
Oh, huge. Come on, man. We're America's team, man. Y'all gotta give me a winning season. Don't give me that Jimmy Garoppolo shit.
So look. The schedule is poised to be it's poised to premiere on Thursday. We'll find out who will be playing. Basically we know who the team's opponents are. We just need to know when they're playing them and how the schedule goes. Des Bryant said he's going to see the Cowboys twice a year, not once,
man,
but twice. And when they asked him, what he thought about playing with Odell Beckham, he said it would just be Crazy. That was all he said.
It would be because by me being a football player, and I'm a huge Des Bryant fan, I think that was bullshit how they did my mans. You know what I mean? I feel that. If you look at how we changed our offensive scheme, it became more of an Alabama kind of scheme where the wide receiver only needs to get about 800, 900 yards instead of that 1,000 because you're giving a running back 30 damn carries a game. Anybody that knows football knows that the system changed. The offensive line coach that we have now runs what you call a power scheme. A power scheme is strictly man-on-man, hat-on-hat offensive line versus defensive line. No zones, no traps, no nothing. And that's because we got Ezekiel Elliott. You see what the boy does with the ball in his hand. He's a special kind of talent. So the offense kind of got different. But if you put a Des Bryant in a pass-first offense like with the Giants who don't believe in a running back, even though when they won 2 Super Bowls, they had Brandon Jacobs and Ahmad Bradshaw, but now they done forgot how to run the ball. So that's on them. But a Dez Bryant and Odell Beckham getting one-on-one matchups against anybody is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't even.
The only thing is, they got
in the slot.
They got to pay Odell, so I don't know if they would be able to pay Dez and
unless Dez comes for a hometown discount, they're not paying him the money he want.
Nah, I mean he would get the money he want anyway, just because how Dallas did him. They made it seem like something wrong with him.
So you know what the thing is? There's something wrong with Stephen Jones. It's not Jerry anymore. I keep telling people that. I'm like, it's not Jerry Jones running the team. It's his fucking son. Stephen Jones runs that shit like a plantation, yo. He do.
Wasn't it always
Stephen Jones is horrible. Nah, man. Jerry Jones to me was the kind of guy. This is the thing, man. If you're dealing with white people, period, it's always gonna be some underlying racism. All the time. Some kind of way it's gonna be in there. You know what I mean? He may invite you to his house, but it'd be once. You know what I'm saying? Like it's certain, you know what I mean? It's certain things. There's certain people that's just overtly racist, and then you have passive racists. So, I mean, if we're going to look at that, then yeah. But as far as how he always treated his players, come on, man. We know Michael Irvin was on that snort. You know what I mean? Troy Aikman's running around doing all kinds of shit. Like, we had Charles Haley. Like,
yeah, but
come
they were
on.
tips though. You could get away with a lot when you tip it up.
And that's the thing. And this is the thing. Remember last year we went 13-3. It was nothing that was said. Wasn't no Dez Bryant talk. Wasn't no Ezekiel. Once Ezekiel Elliott got suspended for them 6 games, everybody became a problem. Dak Prescott can't pass. This, that, and the third. If you make a team,
He said he can't.
He can't.
Oh my God. All right, so now we're gonna run stats, right? For the first 2 years in the league, he's basically broke Cam Newton's stats as far as combined 50 touchdowns, right? Rushing and passing, right? QBR was number 1 in the league, right? And then this year, his QBR was 1. When it was 13-3, he was the QBR rate was number 1. Jimmy Garoppolo was still backing up Tom Brady. So stop.
The greatest quarterback ever.
He was backing him up. So
everybody
stop. That's number 1. No,
let's be clear.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, I'm about to say Aaron Rodgers is better than Tom Brady.
Yeah, of course.
Like as far as like pound for pound quarterback, like he ain't got Belichick. So
no doubt.
It is what it is. But this is the thing. Dak is a good, accurate young quarterback. And the thing is, you got to remember, this is his second year. And he still went 9-7, which most years in the NFC, you can go to the playoffs. There's been many a times the 49ers went 9-7 and snuck in there.
Never.
Plenty of times.
The last time we was 9-7. It was many.
Y'all probably made a wild card.
We didn't.
But y'all probably made a wild card.
We were 10-6 and didn't make the playoffs in 1991. 1990.
Okay, that's I'm about to say I probably was still in my dad's nuts at the time. So I was just like walking around like I'm born in 92. So like
finish the point about
listen. So listen, this is the thing. No, don't get smart with me about finish my point with Dallas. We America's team. I ain't like that. You see how you did that? You see how you did that? Finish your point. Let's get out of the way.
Come on,
y'all make America's greatest team.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Listen, this is the thing. Dak Prescott is a young quarterback, and he was missing his running back for 6 pivotal games and games that we could have won.
Yeah, they definitely would have been different outcomes with G. That's fair.
You know what I mean?
You got to give all 6 of them, but y'all would have. They definitely would have been different.
We done won 4. 2 of the games we would have lost, guaranteed, because there was a lot of nut ass shit happening in them games. 2 of them games we definitely would have lost. We won 4 out of 6, which gets us to 12-4.
So as a rookie, he 23 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. And then, sophomore season, like you said, with those 6 pivotal games included, 22 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. And he had a couple stinkers on primetime TV. Because y'all play on primetime TV every week.
All the time, as we should. But what you got to remember is this.
Why should you?
We got some of the best fans in the world, man. We got some. Who's your team?
Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay, Kansas City Chiefs. So the thing is, y'all won like when Lombardi was coaching a Super Bowl.
we
like,
did.
That's a guarantee. Like Lombardi was still running the Packers sweep with them. The Chiefs is a good team, and we spanked y'all too.
It wasn't a spanking. It was 28-7.
We definitely spanked y'all. Time of possession is everything. We spanked y'all. Time of possession is everything. One thing y'all did not have is the ball. They ain't had the ball, but Kansas City. But to Kansas City's credit, they got some good pieces. Tom Brady, by him losing to the Eagles, Kansas City got a chance. That boy Patrick Mahomes is nice. I like him.
Okay.
He got a fucking arm. He got an arm. Okay. So y'all should be good. And Garoppolo is good. So it's gonna be an exciting season. But don't make no mistake. Can't nobody stop Zeke, man. You put 8 in the box on him, he's still got 100 yards. Gets 100 yards on 8 in the box.
That's gonna happen with Tyron Smith, because remember he had 8 yards versus the Seahawks.
No, that was the Broncos game, and this is the thing. And with that game too,
he didn't want that rock either. He acted like he didn't want.
I'm gonna tell you why. If you notice, we had Chaz Green starting at left guard by Tyron Smith that game. When Jonathan Cooper started, when they finally inserted him into the starting lineup, notice how many games Zeke went back-to-back 100. He destroyed the 49ers. He ran all. That was a scrimmage for us.
He did it.
That was a scrimmage.
Oh man!
And Jonathan Cooper.
Oh no!
Listen,
I watched the whole thing. It was ugly. That was pre Jimmy.
Cooper was the left guard. He was the left guard for the games. Your offensive line, like I said, if I'm playing football, I know. So I'm watching all the
you got to come back to the mic. You gonna think I turned you down because you started talking about the Cowboys, but you got low. Then you come back.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you better right now. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. No. Basically, what I was saying was, and I peeped what you said too. Don't think I ain't peeped it. But listen, that's all I'm gonna say. No, he quick. He quick. I like that though. But listen, when Jonathan Cooper started left guard, that's when Zeke started getting those 100-yard games. If you remember that travesty against the Atlanta Falcons we had, with a boy who nobody knew played defensive end for the Falcons at all, got a payday. He got 6 sacks against Chaz Green when he was starting at left tackle. Chaz Green is horrible. And he was the left guard. Listen, he was the left guard in that Broncos game when Zeke ran for 8 yards. If you look at when Jonathan Cooper started them games, he was able to get them holes. I don't care who you are. Barry Sanders at least needed 2 seconds to get a block. You need an offense. You know what I mean? And his offensive line was horrible.
So let me ask you this as we head to the segment where we talk about more dead wrong records and what you have going on. The last thing we're going to ask you about the Cowboys. So we know the week 1 of the NFL season, that Thursday prior to the games on Sunday, the Super Bowl champion has an opportunity to host a team. As a Cowboys fan, you know the Eagles are waiting to celebrate Super Bowl 52 in the link. Would you
Rights Bowl?
would you rather see the Eagles host the Vikings, the Panthers, or the Cowboys?
Come on, man. What kind of question is that?
I'm asking. I'm asking.
I want it.
Okay.
I want it because you know what the thing is? I'm going to tell you something. The Eagles ain't shit but a Mighty Ducks team.
No, I don't know about
that.
You know why? No, you know why? You know why? I'm going to tell you why.
You mad, son?
Peep this. If you got Matt Ryan and them, if you remember watching the whole season, they was 5-5. They was horrible. Till they beat us and beat a couple mediocre teams. It was 3 or 4 teams that was all 9-7 that could have went to the playoffs. They had a tiebreaker against us. They went over us and the Seahawks. I guarantee you this, the Seahawks put the fucking blueprint on the Eagles on how to beat them. Press coverage they wide receivers and make Wentz throw them deep throws. Wentz lost that game in Seattle. That's a fact. Okay? They played against the Falcons. The Falcons had a couple of injuries, and we know Matt Ryan has never been clutch. Anytime he went down, he had 28-3 with Tom Brady down, and he loses the game.
because he starts throwing birds all over the fucking place. That's who they play the first round. These are facts. The second round, okay, who did they play in the second round?
You sound like a hater, man.
No, it's a fact. They won the Super Bowl. Congrats to them. But you're not going to sit here and tell me if Aaron Rodgers was in the midst that Nick Foles would have did that shit. You ain't going to sit here and tell me if
he might have still did that, but Aaron Rodgers would have had his say.
Aaron Rodgers would have won, and that'd have been the end of that shit.
Well, we don't.
That'd have been the end of it. Y'all know it's true. That'd have been the end of it.
Look, here's what I ask all Eagles haters right here. This is the question that listen. This is the question that exposes them all, and then we're gonna move on. If Stephon Diggs is tackled with a routine tackle, the rookie Williams doesn't go under his legs, and he's tackled, and that game ends, and the Saints advance to play in the link the next week. Who's the Super Bowl champion?
The Super Bowl champion. That's a tough one because the thing is, now you're talking about styles make fights. The link is one of the toughest places to play in the league. So Drew Brees is going to have his head cut out. Any team that plays in Philly, period.
Okay.
Sixers, Flyers, whatever.
Okay, so you don't sound like a hater, right? Okay, all right. That's
Okay. Yeah, because I know the sport. Like, I'm not going to sit here and be dumb and just be like, oh, no, they done whoop their ass. Like, no. Like, things, like, you know what I mean? Like, certain things have to play elements. But if you saying who would win that kind of game, who would I put my money on to get to that Super Bowl? I'm going to go with the veteran quarterback over Nick Foles. Drew Brees is a problem. He won that game for them. If you remember the closing seconds, he went down there and converted like 2 fourth downs. Converted a 4th and 10 with a fucking corner post with the safety there and the corner there. Now, mind you, the Eagles secondary isn't the best secondary. People forget Tom Brady threw for 500 fucking yards on them. These are facts. They won the game, but the stats are stats. So it was blow for blow the whole game. So when
the schedule is announced and we know that the Cowboys are playing,
we want the smoke. We want the smoke.
We want to make sure that we get you back on the show so we can talk to you after that game. So
definitely.
Don't disappear.
Oh no, I'm not running. And ain't no reason to run.
Neither one of us are Eagles fans whatsoever.
But you know how I roll. I told you from day one, I'm always a fan of whoever kicking the shit out of y'all. So,
and that's true. But you ready for this? We kicked the shit out of y'all. We beat both y'all in the same season.
No, it's true. It's true.
Yeah, it's true.
So y'all got to run the games. We talking numbers. Y'all got nice when Garoppolo came.
Yeah, we reloaded. We back.
But this is the thing. I would love to see y'all against that same, because y'all still got the same defensive line. Zeke ran a 85-yard halfback screen on y'all. You cannot beat us. Period. 85-yard screen? Come on.
This is why you can't get the Cowboys fans started, man.
Come on, man.
Riled up.
No.
You got them riled up, yo. By the way, people, for those who think this is the War Room Sports, this is actually tissue.
This is tissue and
tape. But as we're fond of saying, everything is hip hop, even the NFL.
No matter
how much they try to stop it.
Big salute to King Shampz, who you just heard just give us a nice little rundown about the NFL.
He's on his Mel Kiper John.
I'm a fan of the sport, man. I played it at a high level, so like I watch all the shit. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that, and you MC at a high level too. So we want to make sure that we talk about that too.
Yes.
Oh, come on! You know what I do with that mic?
Talk to him.
So Phil, let's talk about some of the things that we've been privy to over the past few months coming out of the camp, man.
Man, you already know, man. Like I said, man, I was like, yo, I need songs. So I get Bruno Magli. Yo, Yo, first of all, the name is ill because anybody that's especially anybody from my era, they already know when you hear Bruno Magli, you start talking about the glove don't fit. You start talking about
that knife across that throat. Yeah.
The knife work that if it don't fit, you must have quit. The juice is loose, and then whatever other cool little saying you want to say, but it puts you in mind, or it puts you in a certain kind of frame of thinking, and it's just Dead Wrong Records at its finest, man. Azzan on the beats, Shampz on the mic, and you gonna get that raw gutter street shit that the game is sorely missing. It's only a few people that do it, and it's even less that do it at a high level. And I like to think my big head young boy is he's coming for that title, So
facts.
But what's the other joint? Dark Leather. The first time I heard it, I was like, yeah. See, they not playing fair. We gonna play a couple of these joints on here. We gonna get them out to the people so they can feel how we feeling. So it's not just talk. So they can know what time it is. But I want to get into the process.
Do you feel like we do?
When you what should we be looking for as fans of quality hip hop music?
Oh man, this episode is going to be called "Road to Peru."
Tell them why.
A Hustler's Renaissance live from Peru. This is the dopest shit you will fucking hear this year, probably in the last 10 years. I guarantee it. Nobody got the work that we got right now. Nobody.
You got the pure. You got the.
Oh man, this shit uncut. I am Shampz blow. Straight like that.
Talk to him. Turn your mic up. Talk to him.
Is in the building. Shampz Radio is in the building, man.
Like seriously,
this shit is straight dope. When I tell you this is the best work that we have done, Azzan is on the beat doing this thing. I'm coming with the bars. We're coming with the hooks, the concept. We are bringing jiggy, street, grimy shit. Like we switching the style up. You know what I mean? This is different from anything we've done before. And it gets to a point in time where it's like, yo, it's time to separate the men from the boys. We not no boys. It come to this rap shit, we do that shit. When you hear like a Dark Leather and how I'm putting it together, Untouchable Thug, hop behind the gun smoke, Armani trench coat, let you know I move dope. Like, okay. Bars wise, it's not too many fucking with me. You got to compare me to the greats. When you talking about beats wise with Azzan, you got to compare him to the greats. Because nobody is making that kind of music no more. It's only a couple of dudes and they're doing good jobs of it, but are they elite? Do you take Aaron Rodgers in or do you take Aaron Brooks in? Do you take Allen Iverson in or do you take Eric Snow in? Who you picking? Who you picking? And I feel like we at that level right now.
So let me ask you, what do you say to somebody saying like you mighty confident about your work? Maybe somebody even say you might be overconfident about your work. What do you say to the people that might say that to you?
Check my resume. Listen to my work. Listen to All Hail the King, Kings of Kings. Me and my brother was doing that shit at a high level then. You go listen to Journey Through the Life. Half these niggas can't out-rap. I was 19 when I made Journey Through the Life and Kings of Kings.
The first tape. I just turned 25. This is when I first started rapping. Okay? I was 19 years old. Azzan was 16, 17 at the time when we started first putting this together. That was the first tape. At that time, I was better than most of these niggas out here. At that time. And I was rugged. I wasn't refined yet. I was a diamond in the rough. Now we talking about straight diamonds, Congolese diamonds. It's a whole nother ball game now. You listen to the growth. Listen, you talk about the growth on All Hail the King, where we was doing stories. When you listen to Gotham, how many niggas got a Gotham album? How many really?
Hey,
when you putting them bars together for real. We ain't talking about saying a couple of punchlines and a little oohs and ahs. I'm talking about speaking to them. A lot of people don't speak to the people anymore. So if somebody was like, oh, this nigga just talking out his ass, who the fuck is he? Check my resume. Read them articles. When the white folks start saying you critically acclaimed. And I am that. So
talk a little bit about that, like with the punches and the metaphors and the simile. When people kind of concentrate on that, does that get away from the feeling of actually kind of talking directly to the people and having them kind of get a piece of your? Okay, is that your focus kind of when you're because when I listen to you, I feel like I'm listening to like a stream of consciousness. And basically what that is just like where you just take like a piece of paper and literally anything that kind of comes to mind, you're putting it on the paper, but you're also connecting it and interweaving it to the point where any way that you look at it, it still all connects in a way that you can see where you're going and what you're all automatically trying to convey to the listener. With the punchline heavy rap, a lot of times because you're trying to set up a certain line and you're trying to set up a certain punchline,
it takes away from the music.
It takes away from it sometimes because you may have some filler here because you're trying to get this word to rhyme with this word. And, you know, it is a part of technical rap, too, to kind of do that as well. But
no, it is. But the thing is, coming from Philly, unfortunately, this is the city of the punchline. It is. And too many niggas use punchlines in Philly. It is getting old. We either are doing that mama was a slave rap where life was hard and we was in jail and we had to get the cheese out the John. We either doing that or we're just doing straight punchlines.
Right.
Whereas, like, I got more, we got more donuts than the Dunkin'. Like, come on, man. Come on. It gets corny after a while because the thing is you're not spicing it up. And I use punchlines in my raps, but I don't rely on punchlines.
Right.
I don't make my living off of that. It's like if you look at the NFL combine and you see the quarterback that can make all the throws. I can make all the throws. A lot of guys can't make all the throws. Some niggas just scramble.
Yeah.
It's just a difference. And unfortunately, a lot of guys focus more on punchlines and they don't really focus on the meat and potatoes of the verses. Where it's like you got to be able to say slick shit. You got to be able to say something witty. Because all of the greats were able to do that. A Big was able to do that. A Tupac was able to do that. A Nas, a Mobb Deep. It's a lot of guys still out now that is able to do that. But it's a lot of guys that's either doing the mama was a slave rap. You know what I mean? Daddy was a pimp. He was a Rolling Stone rap. Or they doing, we got more donuts than Dunkin'. I got the Lincoln like a car. Like, come on. After a while, you can't keep doing that because people gonna be like, all right.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You see where Lil Wayne at. And Lil Wayne took our style. And you see where he at now.
No, that's true. Yeah.
Lil Wayne can still do shows, but come on. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit.
It's true. I like when people bring that up too, because he definitely did take that style. And now, I mean, he is witty, but it's to the point now where it's like he's giving you a bunch of like puns, not even punchlines, like dad jokes. You know, like
he
like,
is
like,
a dad. He's the dad of dads. So
but
like,
you know, it's like dad jokes. Like, get more head than a cat. It's like, oh, all right.
Yeah, come on, nigga.
Yeah.
With this whack ass shit. Come on, man. Nobody trying to hear that shit, cuz. Ain't nobody trying to hear that.
All right, now I want to ask you this because you come from a musically inclined background and you shared this before. Phil and I have had this discussion amongst ourselves and also amongst our brothers in various group chats. When you look at obviously R&B, of course that's rhythm and blues, and you look how it's kind of positioned. It used to be kind of positioned above hip hop in the beginning stages. Hip hop obviously has surpassed it in terms of popularity and also just impact. But talk to us about just where you see like urban music in general, like in terms of like the formats and how it's being, because radio stations, we're not even talking about that at this point. We're talking about more so just from the streaming community. And do you think that people are even looking for soul music now, or do they look to hip hop for that?
Well, the thing is, it's bad because nobody knows what they're supposed to do anymore, period. R&B singers don't know whether they're supposed to rap a 16 or actually sing me a ma. That's number one. Hip hop really doesn't really know what to do because you have guys that are singing their hooks now, where you're supposed to really have an R&B singer. And it's been guys like Buckshot and stuff that had the singy-songy kind of thing. Nelly did it a little bit, but not where all y'all is singing on the hook. And a lot of y'all sound bad on the hook. Like, it just don't make no sense. So the thing is, when you're talking about losing your way, period, and both genres have been just lost. Where the argument is on Twitter is Bruno Mars, this, that, and the third. I'm like, listen to yourselves. It's the same argument I get tired of in hip hop. There's no more real hip hop. There's nobody spitting. It's a lot of people that's spitting. Just like it's a lot of talented R&B artists that are out here that y'all don't fucking support. You don't support them at all, and then they want to sit up there and complain. For better or worse, Bruno Mars is doing a music that was frowned upon. You were saying it was old school until he started doing it because people still want to hear that music. You look at that. So the thing is, I feel that things as far as genres, both genres as a whole, has just lost their way because nobody knows what they're doing anymore. So if nobody knows what they're doing anymore, things is going to get lost in translation. It's going to get lost.
Like you look at the last 3 or 4 R&B dudes that really popped, whether it was, Tiller, Lanes.
They like rap.
They're like, it's basically like, it's rap singing kind of.
Yeah, it's gangsta R&B. Like I was saying on the last episode, I didn't know what the fuck I was listening to because I was like, yo, am I supposed to? I mean, light the candles or bust my gun? Like I ain't know. And it's just like,
that's what I'm saying. Everything is lost in translation. Like nobody knows what the other one is supposed to do anymore. I mean, in the 80s and 90s, you look at R&B like Bobby Brown. Yeah, he rapped on his joints, but Bobby Brown was singing Tenderoni.
Right.
Absolutely.
Nah, he definitely was crooning to the ladies still.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't rapping all the time on his shit. He just did it on some time where it's like, oh, nah, I fuck with Cool G rap, so I want to just spit a verse. You know what I mean? And I don't think nothing, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think nothing is wrong with that. What I think is wrong is like when you have these guys just mixing it up to a point where it's like you don't know if it's left or right. Like you said, you don't know if you're supposed to light the candles or load up the 45. You know what I mean? You don't really know what you're supposed to do. I'm not trying to be bipolar in my house. You know what I mean? I ain't got time for the silly shit. So the thing is, when you're talking about that, nobody knows where they're supposed to go. Everything is lost in translation. So it's really hard to answer the question, but you can answer the question. Where it's like, I mean, all these guys are singing on these songs, and then you got guys that's R&B. Like if you listen to the Tank album, Tank talking about, I'ma have a girl meet the bull with the package. Like, nigga, you ain't never taught none of this shit before.
Yeah. Facts.
The fuck is you talking about, dickhead?
Yeah.
Like, he on John, I'ma let her see the package. She gonna meet Poppy. Like, she gonna meet Poppy.
Yeah.
The fuck? Yeah. Oh my God. So when you got that going on, man, I don't even know how I'm supposed to answer that question.
But I think those guys are under pressure just because of, they still want to appeal to a certain demographic, and they also want to get certain plays. And I don't think that, they think that they can get away with it just doing soul music, which is sad. You had Music who had a run where he had 3 or 4 albums that were, like you said, critically acclaimed or whatnot, and then he was like, you know what, I'm gonna be a rapper now, and I was like, oh man, that's it. That was like the last straw for me.
Don't nobody want to hear you rap.
Yeah.
Like, don't nobody want to hear you rap. It's like this. The shit is cool when Bobby Brown was rapping. But if Bobby Brown would have started rapping, if Ralph Tresvant just started taking the Mac a little bit too far, he just kept rapping. You know what I mean? Like, niggas would be like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with him? Like, this is the same nigga that sang Candy Girl, and now he want to be Cool G and Black Moon and shit. Like, what's the identity? What's the identity crisis going on? Like, just play your lane. And nothing's wrong with being multi-talented. Nothing is wrong with that. Like, I've played the piano. But I'm not going to sit up here and get on the piano with you and start trying to rap while I'm playing the piano. People would say it was creative, and then there's going to be a lot of people that's going to say,
the fuck are you doing?
Like, what the fuck is he doing? Like, has he lost it? Has he had a Kanye moment? You know what I'm saying? Like, what time is he on? So the thing is, you have to be able to know when and where to put certain things at. You know what I'm saying? You can't just force records. You can't just start singing on them because it's the thing to do. And nothing's wrong with updating your music. Like a Dark Leather, I feel like is an update of how we've been doing shit. You know what I'm saying? As far as a production way, you know what I mean? As far as like a lyricism way, like it's another kind of level. And it can get played on the radio if you throw it on the right kind of set or whatever the case may be, just off the strength that it's different. It's got the same kind of drums they may be using today, but we're still sticking to a certain sound. You got to know your lane. There's nothing wrong with changing.
No doubt.
Dr. Dre changed, Preemo changed, Pete Rock changed, all these. Like if you listen to Pete Rock's John, the Johnny did with Smoke Desert was the 600 Benz. Like that beat, anybody can rap to now.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to be able to adapt, but at the same time, keep what you're doing. Like, people still listen to R&B soul music. All y'all niggas like to go to cookouts and throw Frankly Beverly and Maze on immediately.
that's so true.
Before I let go.
Phil, what you got?
Hey man, I wanted to, because like one of the songs that we played the most on the show is one of my favorites too, Pop Shit. And that when you were talking about one of the ones that could definitely, in the right situation get airplay, I felt like you took the best of your style and made it, palatable for a mumble rap world where you're not mumbling at all, but it's something that I believe that the crowd that likes those songs would hear that and be like, oh, this, I fuck with that vibe. Like,
right.
And was that an intentional thing, or was that just how the music came out?
Oh, it was definitely an intentional thing. You know what I mean? Everything that we do, as far as music wise, is premeditated. You know what I'm saying? We always put the plans together a certain kind of way before we execute them. You know what I'm saying? So when we was making Pop Shit, we was like, yo, we're going to make it kind of a lit kind of beat, but the bars are not going to go anywhere.
I'm still putting a lot of different shit in there and changing my flow up. That's how I got placed in all these different places. Like I said, we got situations going on with Urban Outfitters right now off the strength of us making a playlist because it was different, but it was still bars. People still appreciate motherfuckers that can rap. It's just hard to find them. You know what I'm saying? So with pop shit, that's exactly what we were going with. And it's been getting a lot of different radio love. Anytime we're able to get like a little edit on it or whatever the case may be, that record is still running. Like in New York, 5 FM radio stations in the last 2 weeks have played pop shit in New York. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, it's starting to gain a lot of traction. The record's been out for a minute. Y'all heard it probably when I first recorded this shit. You know what I mean? Because I always try to sing y'all my shit beforehand. You know what I mean? But it's finally starting to pick up. And it's a reason behind it where you have to be able, like I said, to adapt. You have to be able to adapt. You can't just sit there and be on the same wavelength. Yeah. Like, oh yeah, we just gonna keep making the boom bap shit, this, that, and the third, and that's cool. But the greats were able to make radio songs as well as the grimy shit.
Absolutely, and you popped up on Premiere Was Here. You had joints on Premiere's playlist, so that's saying something right there.
That shows you right there that what we're doing at Dead Wrongs is we're able to bridge the gap. That's what we're doing. And a lot of artists right now aren't able to do that. And of course, you'll sit there and you'll look at, you can say Jay-Z and all these guys, but these guys are older guys. We talking about guys that can literally say, yo, the old heads really respect his bars. Like really fuck with him. But the young bulls is like, oh no, like we can put this on in a little pop setting where little Sarah and Becky can go buy it out in Montana type shit. But Sheed and the rest of the hood can be like, nah, boy, nice. Like I fuck with what he doing. So
yeah, when you're on the Urban Outfitters playlist and you're on the Premiere Was Here playlist with the same song.
Come on, man. That's versatility. That's versatility. Tell us
about health being wealth, man. We see you in the gym, man. What's the dedication behind that?
Well, you know what? A lot of people don't know this, but I've had diabetes since I was 16. So I've been battling that. You know what I mean? And one thing about exercise in the Black community is kind of frowned upon for some odd reason. We act like we're not supposed to exercise. We eat all this salt and all this shit that we like to eat. And we wonder why we suffer from high blood pressure, diabetes, all of these things happen in our family because we're not taking care of ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And it's a very important thing, you know. Like I said, having it in my teenage years, and now I'm 25. Shit, 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, and have battled it consistently. I've had my ups and downs with it. You know what I mean? We lost a legend to diabetes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Phife Dawg, one of my favorite rappers. He lost his fight with it. It's a serious thing. And what I try to do on Instagram now is just basically tell people like, yo, I'm in the gym every day. This is how I'm going to survive. This is how I'm going to live. And nothing is corny with being strong. Because this is the thing. A lot of y'all niggas talk about y'all can fight this, that, and the third, but y'all smoking too much weed, drinking too much liquor, and a nigga knock the wind out your lungs. So you need to be ready. Health is wealth, for real. And the thing is, you want to live your best life. Like nothing is wrong with living. Who don't want to live more? You know what I'm saying? So I really take it personal as a personal mission, but also to show people like, yo, get in that gym, man. And I've been seeing a lot of different people on my Instagram starting to get in the gym more. You know what I mean? Starting to like do their thing because it's important, man. And we as Black people don't take health seriously. We don't. You know what I mean? And that we fighting in our 40s and 50s for dear life when we could have been doing this shit in our 20s.
No, that's real. No, it's definitely inspiring to me, man. I recently kind of got on that as far as just trying to take some steps to do some things better as far as, you know, my health. So seeing you do that on a daily basis is inspiring. So keep doing it, man, for real.
Definitely. Yeah. Definitely, man. I mean, it's an important thing.
And between you and Torre, you gonna have me out here walking out like fucking Lou Ferrigno. Trying to get a drill like.
What's your your regular routine? Do you just concentrate on just regular? You do arms, back, like legs, like what? Like walk us through like your week in the gym, basically.
To tell you the truth, I do a little bit of everything every day.
Okay.
A little bit of back, a little bit of shoulders, chest press, incline press, bench press. I'll do leg press as well. Overheads, deadlifts. You know what I mean? Pull-ups, dips, everything. You know what I'm saying? I basically will do a little bit of everything every day, and I go up like 5 pounds. So say if I'm doing chest presses and I'm doing like 180s, the next day is 185, and so on and so forth. So by the next week, I'll go from 180 to about 225, 250, and start just getting more reps, more reps, more reps. You know what I'm saying? So I basically do everything in the gym, every day. And a lot of people don't know, if you do a little bit of everything, you're going to start blowing up. I'm not gonna lie, like I should really be walking out here all summer with my shirt off. On some real shit. like just
like on some real shit, because the thing is, I've been able to just work on certain shit. Like dips, do 100 dips, do 100 pull-ups, get my cardio in. You know what I mean? Get on the treadmill. And some days I mix it up. I may just come in there, hit the weight straight through. You know what I mean? And then head on the treadmill or get on a bike. Or I may just come in there, hit the treadmill, do leg press, do some ab work. You know what I mean? And then hit my pull-ups. Or I may just go in there the whole day and just do pull-ups and dips and just leave out. I do what you call like an impact workout, which is like you can go in there from like 30 to 45 minutes and get at least 40 or 50 reps on like everything. If you do that, you're going to be in the money. You're going to be in the money.
Do you listen to yourself when you're at the gym or what? Who do you listen to?
Man, I mean, what I listen
to? It all depends on what mood I may be in. You know what I mean? I'm a huge Rock Marcy fan. So I'll fucking throw that Rosebud 1 or 2 on and listen to that shit. You know what I mean? John I like to listen to is the title track, Rosebud's Revenge, off the
No doubt.
That shit is hard. Like, I want revenge. That shit hard. Like, I be banging that shit. So that and then on Rosebuds too, I like the Bohemian Grove joint. I'll play that. Respect It. I felt he should have spit another verse on that. He bullshit.
Yeah. It definitely could have been a little longer. Pause.
But you know what the thing is?
Drawn off the tape, I did with that too. So fuck it. Like,
yeah, because Dark Leather is like an interlude, yo. I need another verse.
No, that's Street Hieroglyphics.
Oh, okay, Street Hieroglyphics. Yeah, because you sent me 3. Yeah,
that's the one.
It's like a minute long. Yeah.
No, but see, the thing is, just like I love with Respect It, you want it more. And that's what you want to do. You want people to be like, damn, he should have went on ahead. Because then guess what? The next track you want to be a little bit more into.
So I listen to a little rock. I'll throw a little West Side Gun on. You know what I mean? What's that Johnny do? What's this shit? The Almighty John. Don't ever try to fucking play me.
Boom, 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 boom.
He flip a nigga crazy. Like, he start doing this shit on that John. You know what I mean? So I'll throw that on. And then it'd be sometimes I throw Keith Sweater on. I'll just be rocking out to Make It Last Forever for like a fucking hour.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm with you.
Because Keith Sweater's the shit. Like, yeah, baby. That's like, what? Yo! I'll be playing all kinds of shit in there. So, and then I may get my rock bag too. Like, I may play some Nirvana.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm a big Nirvana fan. Zeppelin. I'll sit up there and play What Is and What Never Should Be for like an hour fucking straight. And then of course Pete Frampton. Like, I fuck with Frampton. Do you feel like we do? Like, he goes the fuck in on that shit. Like, them records is classic. So I listen to like a variety of things. Throw some Hendrix on.
Nice.
Some Band of Gypsy shit. So I just got like all kinds of playlists. It all depends on my mood that day too. So
now where my dog at, man? Where's Azzan at?
Oh man, he basically just working, man. He's a vicious lad boy, man. He's cooking up the tracks. You know what I mean? we travel a lot. We go back and forth. You know what I'm saying? So some days I may not even see him. We may be like in two different places. Like I'm not even like around right now. You know what I mean? I'm running around taking care of shit. So he's back at the house just kind of cooking up, getting a lot of different things done. And, you know, he's constantly working. Like, he's just a beast on them beats, man. Like, he don't fucking play. He's constantly working. Like, I guarantee you, if I called him right now, like, he'd be on some shit like, yo, bro, like, I'm in the middle of this. Like, I'm gonna hit you back. I'm, like, trying to chop this joint a certain kind of way for the tape. Like, he's constantly, like, reinventing the tape. You know what I mean? So, like, we got bona fide tracks that we going with right now, but he'll definitely, like, switch out a couple, 3 or 4. You know what I mean? Just like, this is good, but it ain't great. You know, so that's all he doing. But I'll definitely get him up on the show.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, tell him I said what's up. And when can we expect the actual finished project?
For the Hustlers Renaissance Live for Peru, we're looking more for like a June date. Just to heat up the streets on some June shit, because I'm still working on a couple of records. I want them to be like perfect. You know what I mean? Of course, it's not going to be perfect, but you strive for perfection when you're writing.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? You want the best record possible, so I'm taking my time on crafting a couple of records, but probably a June release. You know, we're going to do a lot of promo for it. We're going to run for like a month and a half with it, and even in June, in July, and August, we still going to be running with it like it just dropped that day. Gotta promote your product. So Hustlers Renaissance Live from Peru, like I said, man, them tracks is crazy. Like nobody has those records out at all. Like on a lyric.
Yeah, now we're looking forward to promoting it and letting the people know, man. And definitely this show here will give people some insight into your personality, you know, away from the beats. Tell the people how they can listen to the old projects, and then how they can also, you know, look at you in the gym and, you know, see you getting right in there.
Hey man, you can find us on SoundCloud at Dead Wrong Records. Of course, we got our man up there, Free Bill. You know what I mean? Bill Cosby. We got Bill on there. That was controversial. You know what I mean? When we put that up there, but we Dead Wrong Records.
Logo.
We sat there and dropped
wrong than Bill at this point.
Because he did wrong at this point in time. You know what I mean? So we figured that was the perfect person to run with. So you can go on SoundCloud. That's the picture that we're using for that. And Google is your friend, guys. You know, I'm pretty sure like this nigga is talking a lot of shit. I want to actually hear him rap. Google's your friend. I'm on Spotify. I'm on YouTube. I'm on SoundCloud. Pretty much everywhere. iTunes as well. Amazon as well. So you can listen to both projects. All Hail the King as well as Kings of Kings Volume 1. And we're going to definitely do a Kings of Kings Volume 2. You know what I mean? We're working on something like that. That may be like an EP or something. Yeah, so, you know, we're working on that. We're both be on here rapping. So, you know, we just working, man. You can just find us on everywhere. Like I said, Google's your friend, man. You pull up the articles. They're saying King Shampz is doing this. King Shampz is doing that. Then you can just press on the link. You can read what the writers are saying, and then you can judge for yourself.
Phil,
you know what I mean?
While we still have him on the line, man, is there anything else that we need to ask this great MC?
When we getting you out on the road, yo?
Oh man, we setting stuff up as we speak. You know what I mean? We're trying to go on ahead and get a couple of tour situations going on. You know, we're talking to different booking agencies and everything. Just trying to make sure we got like the right deal, because you got to make sure you know that this is the music business. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, a lot of people, well, you know what I'm saying? You got to be able to be on top of your shit. So right now we're mulling over a couple of offers right now as far as booking agency deals, making sure we get the right things at doors and stuff. But real soon, more likely when we drop the Renaissance joint, we probably gonna be hitting the road right around then. You know what I mean? And really going to a lot of different places, doing a lot of local shows, but a lot of out of state shit, like a lot of out of state shit. And I'm getting my passport ready as we speak. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of UK love. They love us over in the UK. So, We definitely want to go on ahead and go over there, and that's some of the booking agencies we're talking to, trying to get the right deal done so we can get on over there. You know what I mean? And show the people a real dope show.
No doubt, man. Well, man, you already know, man. Everything you do, man, I'm happy as hell for you because I seen you putting in the work. I seen you like we talk, and so
yeah,
everything you doing, man, I love it, and just keep grinding and don't ever change, yo. Just always be you.
I gotta be, man. I'm from Philly, man.
Exactly, man. But we know a lot of people from the city that leave and they be different. So, you know what I mean?
Nah, I ain't got time like that, man. I go to the Chinese store every day. Like, like this, like, you know what I mean? Like I'm out in these streets every day. Like I'm on 52nd Street every day. Like I'm from West Philly. So like I'm the West Philly fly guy. Like, how could I leave my hood and not take my hood with me, take my personality with me? Like I say, I tell people all the time, people say New York is the toughest place to grow up in. Philly is the toughest place to grow up in, period. You'll never find a tougher nigga than a Philly nigga. I'm telling you. Even if he a vicious bookworm, boy, I guarantee you he know how to put $150 under his shit. It's a guarantee. Like... He do, like he know, like he's still walking around strapped going to his job. Like it's another kind of animal in Philly. So I'm always going to carry that energy. And then back to the gym shit too. Follow me on Instagram at King Shampz. You know what I mean? I'm on there. I'm constantly talking shit like I'm doing now. You know what I mean? Telling jokes or whatnot. And I'm getting more on there. So, follow me on King Shampz on Instagram. And, I'm constantly posting my workout videos. I actually got to post my other John. It's funny we talking about I actually got to post the other John. So I sure enough was in there tonight. You know what I mean? Ran through everything damn near in the gym. Started doing some new cardio shit. Like,
you might have a second career, man. You might be like the workout king, you know what I mean? Like,
yo, hey, listen, man, cut the check. Cut the check. We can do pull-ups, dips, push-ups. We can run through the field if you want. We can do what you want to do. You know what I mean? Like it don't even matter, man. But in all seriousness, man, it's always love to get on here with y'all, man. Y'all my big brothers, man. I got a lot of love for y'all and what y'all doing. And y'all always support me. Like it doesn't matter what I'm doing. Y'all always support me. So it's always love. You know what I mean? And
right back at
I got to get down VA, man. That's another move too. A lot of college radio stations playing our tunes. You know what I mean, down there. So we run the tables right now, man. A lot of people are showing love to us, and Hustlers Renaissance Live for Peru is going to be out soon. This is the road to Peru. They say the road to the Final Four. No, this is the road to Peru. This is the road to the dopest shit you will ever fucking hear. I guarantee it. Seriously, man. I'm a fucking name brand, man. Like Pepsi. I'm a name brand.
He stand by it.
You know what I mean? I stand by my shit, man. Like it's not too many motherfuckers that fuck with me or my brother or my team, really. Fuck me. I got a strong team. Frio can spit. Black can spit. Caution can spit.
Yo, Frio still doing his thing?
Oh man, Frio got a couple of records, man.
Okay.
We all like sitting in the cut, like plotting a takeover right now. Because the thing is, it's one thing to drop a lot of music and not have a game plan behind it. Like today, as an independent artist, you got to have a game plan. Like you can't just drop the shit on SoundCloud and think that shit going to do Lil Uzi numbers, nigga, because it ain't. It just ain't going to do that off the rip. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be able to know where you want to place the music, who's going to really support it, who's got a good following. You know what I mean? All of those things come into play. So Frio working. Frio got a lot of records. Caution got a lot of records. Caution sent me some shit the other night that's crazy. So he's working. Black about to get in the studio. And then we're going to do a lot of posse cuts too. You know what I mean? We got a couple of joints. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to do this tape, Hustlers Renaissance Live from Peru. We're going to do that tape. That's going to be crazy. You know what I mean? And then we're going to work on the Dead Wrong project where all of us is going to be on it.
Last thing I want to say, man, before we get out of here, I love the fact that in 2018, you still calling your projects tapes. I love it, yo. That shit is the greatest thing ever.
I mean,
even though there's
that's what it is.
Projects, the fact that you still call them tapes is just shows your the cloth you cut from. I mean,
yeah, I'm a hip hop head, man. I love hip hop. Like hip hop is my life. Hip hop is my everything. You know what I mean? It's always been really in my life. Like sports, streets, and music. Like that's like all I was into. Like if I wasn't hanging with, the Crips around here or doing this, that, and the third, getting in all kinds of trouble, or I wasn't knocking niggas the fuck out on the football field, I was writing consistently. That's all I was doing. So the thing is, I'm taking in all of the different music that I'm listening to and listening to the greats and studying them because I want to be a great. Like I want to be a great so fucking bad it's crazy. So I want to study the greats. I want to listen to Nas and how he was able to flip, I gave you power. How can I do that? You know what I mean? We listen to a Jay, with the Evils, or listening to, a Prodigy, Keep It Thorough, or anything basically Mobb Deep already did, Survival of the Fittest, you know what I mean? Give Up the Goods, anything. You know what I mean? How Buckshot was able to kind of get slippery on the mic. You know what I mean? Mace. I listen to Rock Marcy. I'm listening to these guys. Wordsmiths to get my pen up. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I want to be great. Man, so I respect everything in the culture, man. So I'm going to continue to call them tapes because that's what they are. You know what I mean? I'm not a fucking R&B singer. So like, I'm not going to be like, this album, this project. Like, I'm not Celine Dion, nigga. Like, I rap. The fuck? Yeah. Like, come on.
There it is.
You know what I mean? Come on, man. We gotta keep it funky up here and not keep it funky at all, man. Ain't no use in talking about it. So I'm gonna continue to respect the culture, man. I come from it and it's a certain skill set you gotta have. So that's what I pride myself in.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the road to Peru. It ain't no more to it, man. You know how we do, man. This is the Holderz. This is Philmatic 365. I'm with my brother Davis Backwards, and we on the Tissue and the Tape podcast with the King of Kings, my homie, your soon to be favorite MC, King Shampz, and
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Man, on that note, man, Philmatic, take us out with the fader.
Okay, gang. Man, I just want to give a shout out to my city. Tell Kevin Hart, just be easy. We got to get these games in Miami. Don't wake up the dead. Let them sleep. And until then, work for the money, live for the love, and die for what you believe in. This is Tissue and the Tape. Respect Holderz.